The month of March is dedicated to colorectal cancer awareness. According to the American Cancer Society, over 52,000 Americans will die from the disease this year. We know one that won't. Tonight, the story of a cancer survivor here in Des Moines who is sharing her experience at age 39 with the hope it saves lives. By now, the thought of working from home is almost as normal as going to an office. In fact, some prefer using their dining room as an office, unless you're talking about Lauren Burt.
So I just started back to work part-time a couple weeks ago, and we'll go back full-time next week. And it is exciting to re-engage in life and work.
She couldn't be happier because she's thankful just to be here.
Tomorrow is promised to no one, but when it's you in that moment and you realize that you are mortal and that every moment and every day counts, you live differently.
Lauren's never had an issue living life to the fullest. As an avid runner participating in numerous marathons, she valued her active lifestyle until something caught up she couldn't outrun.
Last summer, I decided that I needed to talk to my doctor, and it was during a routine checkup, and I just thought I should say something, and I did. And she was incredible and right away ordered a colonoscopy, which I'd never had before. I didn't think at my age that was something that would be a part of my healthcare plan, and it led really quickly into tests and biopsies and led me down the path to being diagnosed.
Diagnosed with colorectal cancer at age 39.
From that moment of diagnosis, your life forever changes. You suddenly think about your mortality. What does this mean? How much time? How bad is it?
It's becoming more and more common, specifically in younger and younger patients.
Dr. Molly Gross with Methodist Medical Center diagnosed and treated Lauren's cancer. Currently, colorectal cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths for both men and women. In the next 7 years, it's expected the cancer rates will increase by 90% and will be the leading cause of cancer deaths for people ages 20 to 49.
The goal is always prevention and prevent cancer, and that's why we advocate for routine screening colonoscopies, because hopefully we can find these things when they're polyps, because it starts as a polyp usually, and then over time, up to 10 years, it takes it to grow into a cancer. So hopefully we can find these things when they're polyps and be removed and treated without any surgery, just with colonoscopy.
Polyp/cancer.
In Lauren's case, a polyp had already progressed to stage 1 cancer and was almost to stage 2, which would have likely required radiation and chemotherapy.
Surgery was the best course of action, and I had 2 major surgeries. The first one was to basically remove most of my colon and rectum and to rebuild a whole new system internally. That was about a 6 to 7 hour surgery, and left that surgery with a ostomy bag and had to heal. Spent about a week in the hospital. Pretty tough recovery, pretty painful. I was a former marathoner before this, and the day after surgery when I had to walk, I could barely walk about 5 steps.
After months of recovery, now ready to get back to the life she could have lost, a simple glass bowl filled with cards and notes from friends and complete strangers reminds her of how important this journey has been.
Short and to the point or long, it didn't matter, and it just was a bright spot in some really dark moments. You never know when just a simple handwritten note can truly change someone's path and their day and how significant that can be.
Do you feel more lucky than unlucky?
I feel incredibly lucky, and this has changed my whole perspective on life. It's hard to say in some moments, but I think it's probably one of the best things that ever happened to me because it makes me have more gratitude for the small things, and it's changed my perspective.
Lauren hopes her story will encourage others to pay attention to their bodies. If you notice changes, bleeding, changes in the bathroom, that's when you talk to your doctor about things you notice. That's how it started. Looking back, Lauren says she noticed symptoms nearly a year before her formal diagnosis.